welcome back to my YouTube channel. So first of all, I just want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. It's definitely hard just now starting up a YouTube, trying to get views and trying to get subscribers, but I really appreciate everyone that has subscribed. And if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, be sure to click right below and also click the little bell to get a notification every time I upload a new video. So today is a very big day because I will be announcing what college I will be attending for the next 4 years. And let me tell you guys, it was not an easy process at all. It was so hard. And it was hard because you have everyone telling you where they think you should go. Who has the most parties, the biggest campus, the best dorms, who has the best programs, like everything like that. And ultimately it just comes down to you, like what's best for you financially, academically, and overall, like will you have a good time at whatever campus you are going to be on. So to give you guys a rundown of what I'll be going over in this video, so I will start out discussing my stats, extracurriculars, things I was involved in throughout high school that made me stand out, as I would say. And then I'll be going over my top 12 colleges. They'll be right here to my right. And yeah, I'll be going through all of them, whether I got accepted, rejected, or waitlisted, and why I'm choosing the school that I'm attending. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please like, subscribe, and comment below. I would greatly appreciate it. And yes, let's jump right into things. So my GPA freshman year was a 4.2. So I did really bad freshman year. I had like chemistry, geometry, what did I have? World history, a bunch of classes really. And so my worst class was chemistry. I got a C in that. I got a bunch of B's in the other classes. And freshman year was like the hardest year for me. And let me backtrack. Okay, so I'm going to be very honest with you guys when explaining my stats and everything that it took for me to get into the college of my choice, because I want to be authentic and real with you guys. Most people don't like to go into detail about these things, but I'm opening up, being very vulnerable with myself to let you guys know that it's okay. And whatever score you got, it's not the end all be all, because colleges look at way more than that. All right, and continuing. So yeah, freshman year I had a 4.2, and my GPA, like it kept going up every year, because after freshman year, I was just like, you know what? Like, this is not me. This is not the person that I was. And I just wanted to do better in high school, because I knew that to get into college, I would need a high GPA. So going on, it went up. And then my junior year, I had a 4.5. And so then my senior year, first semester, I went up another 1/10 of a point to a 4.6. So just those little incrementals of a point, it means a lot to go from a 4.2 all the way to a 4.6. Like, that's really good. And that's something colleges will look at and see. They will notice like your growth over the years. But for the colleges that I applied to, they saw my 4.5 GPA, because that's what I had by the end of junior year. So I took the SAT and the ACT. So on the SAT, I got a 1110, and on the ACT, I got a 22. So obviously not the best or the highest scores, but you know what? You get what you put out there. And as far as my preference, I like the SAT better, only because it gives you more time. So the ACT, it was very rushed, and I just couldn't like buy with it as well. And I didn't even finish, and I still got a 22. So imagine if I did finish, it probably would have been higher, but I just didn't like the ACT. It just made me feel uncomfortable and rushed. Like, I don't think it's ever good to feel like you're being rushed. I mean, it's up to you guys. I would suggest taking both tests and figuring out like which one fits you better and suits your needs. And of course, whichever test you score higher on is definitely the test you should go with if you plan on taking it again. Alrighty, so next I'll go into my extracurricular activities. So throughout high school, I participated in track and field for 1 year, cheerleading for 3 years. Would have been 4, but I had a very terrible injury. I participated in the Science Research Club, Baxter International. Participated in a research project. I participated in things with my church. I just participated in a lot of stuff. I can't remember everything by heart, but trust me, if there was an opportunity to get involved in something at school or outside of school, I was participating in that. And so going into my community service, I was a part of the Black is Gold organization. So that's a non-for-profit, and it's about like mentoring to African American girls in Chicago. So that's something that I really enjoyed. And I am also a Black Girls Cheer ambassador. So as a Black Girls Cheer ambassador, it's mainly like giving voice and visibility to Black cheerleaders on social media platforms. And so I have had a wonderful experience with Black Girls Cheer. It came with a lot of opportunities, and everyone in the Black Girls Cheer community is very supportive of one another. And so I also mentioned that on my application. I was a part of the National Honor Society, so I served as a community service chair for this year. And I was also a part of the National Arabic Honor Society, where I served as fundraising chair. So just little stuff like that, you could get involved in. And I also participated in the CPS Science Fair for 2 years. So the first year I got first place, and then in city I got second, and this year I got third place. So, we can't win everything, but it was a great experience. Now is the part you guys all been waiting for. What college will I be attending in the fall of 2019? So for real, y'all. All right, so like I said, I'm just gonna give a run through of the schools that my top 12 really. All right, so my top 12 schools are right here to the right of me, and I'll just be going through them and saying like if I got accepted, rejected, or waitlisted, and I'll go into a little bit of detail, and then it'll be down to the last 2 schools, and you guys will find out where I'm going for college. So yeah, so besides these schools that you see up here, some other schools that I applied to were Jackson State University, Alabama A&M, North Carolina A&T, Illinois State University, South Carolina A&T State, Lane College, Dillard, Bethune-Cookman, Bennett, and Fisk. A lot of schools I applied to were just for fun, though, just to see if I was going to get into those schools, if I was going to get money. And some I applied to at like college fairs. So the first school that I will be eliminating from my top 12 is Hampton University. So I was accepted to Hampton, and they also gave me a $10,000 scholarship per year, so $40,000 in total. However, when I visited Hampton's campus, I definitely did not get the right vibe from them. It seemed very uppity, and I couldn't see myself fitting in with the people there at Hampton. I remember the first time I got there, and I was walking on like this little thing. I didn't know what it was, but it looked really pretty, and I was gonna go take a picture over there. Then there was like Greeks only. Like, okay. Like, was that necessary? Like, you didn't have to yell at me. Clearly, I'm a high school student. I didn't know it was Greeks only. There's not a sign that says Greeks only. So how was I supposed to know? Could have simply just said, like, hey, this is only for Greeks, and we would appreciate it if you move. But no, like, someone literally yelled at me. I'm just like, okay, that's the type of people that are at Hampton. I just didn't want to be surrounded by that. And also, like, the campus, it was very pretty. But like I said, if you can't see yourself going there, or you can't see yourself thriving there, it's not the school for you. And it certainly was not the school for me. So that is the first school that I will be eliminating. So the next school that I will be eliminating is Baylor University. So I was actually rejected from Baylor, And, I didn't really care. I'm just like, okay. But however, it was really a really good school for my major. So it was going to be like a bio pre-med major if I went to Baylor. And I was also very interested in Baylor because of their acrobatics and tumbling team. But I didn't get into the school. So, yeah, that was just that. Like, it's in Waco, a little small city in Texas. And I probably wouldn't like the area anyways. Alrighty. Moving on, the next school that I will be eliminating is Clark Atlanta University. So when I visited Clark, I really liked it. Like, the people seemed very down to earth. It was like darties going on, so that's like day parties. It was really fun, but it wasn't the best choice for my major. Like I said, I'm trying to go into pre-med. And although like Morehouse and Spelman is right next door, I didn't want to go there. And they didn't give me any money at all. Like, I didn't get a penny from Clark. They wanted me to pay however much their tuition was every year. Like, no, I'm not about to go to a school who's not trying to invest in me. All right, the next school that I will be eliminating from this list is Emory University. So I was actually waitlisted at Emory. And it was probably because, well, I don't really know the reason, but I'm guessing it's either because my stats weren't high enough or I didn't submit that CSS profile because, yeah, I still haven't submitted that. It's just too much work. All right, the next school that I will be eliminating is Morgan State University. So Morgan State, this is a school that I actually always said I was going to go to. So, like, if you ask me my freshman year, it was always, Morgan State University, MSU, go Bears, all that. But it wasn't the best choice for my major. They also have a high retention rate. So that means like a lot of people do not come back to the school after their first year. Oh, and let me not forget to mention that I was accepted to Morgan State University as well. But yeah, Morgan State, it just wasn't the best choice for me academically and then after college as well. Because, like, when you're going to apply for jobs, they see, like, the school that you attended. And MSU, they had a high retention rate, low graduation rate. The only reason I was going to go there was for their cheer team because they have, like, the best cheer team for HBCUs. So that was a plus, but as I get older, it's time for me to start thinking about my future, my career, and like long-term goals. Because like cheerleading, yes, cheerleading is going to be fun in college. But after college, like, what am I going to do with cheerleading? So the next school that I will be eliminating is Howard University. So this was like the biggest upset for me. So I was rejected from Howard University. And I'm not sure why, because I made sure my application was on point, you guys. Like, everything. Like, my essay was bomb. I had a lot of people read it. Well, not a lot of people, but I had a couple people close to me read it to make sure everything was great. Like, grammatically, if it, like, moved them, touched them. And, I thought my application was perfect. And I don't know what was going on, but I think someone in the admissions office, whoever's reading my thing must have been having a bad day and just could, like, reject. Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't to this day. I don't understand. But I just say this to be, like, real with you guys because I want you to know the things that I did not know. The next school that I will be eliminating is Xavier University of Louisiana. So Xavier, they gave me $14,000, which was the most any school had gave me in like academic scholarships. But at Xavier, like, I couldn't see myself attending Xavier. Like, just for that simple reason. So I did not want to go to Xavier. And another thing that factored into that was like the dorms and like how I was going to be living. People always talk about bugs crawling into their dorms. I'm just like, no, like, I cannot do bugs. The next school that I'll be eliminating from this list is the University of Chicago. So I was waitlisted to U Chicago, and I was actually happy and surprised, really, because to even get waitlisted to U Chicago is an accomplishment in itself. Like, U Chicago is so competitive. So I was grateful that I was waitlisted, because that means they're considering me, you know. If there's not enough spots, then there's a possibility that I will get accepted to the school and go for free, because my mom's a cop, so I get that free tuition automatically. But I couldn't go to U Chicago anyways, because it's literally like right down the street. Well, it's like a 30-minute drive, but basically right down the street. And no offense to the people that go to U Chicago, but a lot of the people that go to U Chicago are very weird. The next school that I will be eliminating is Duke University. So I was denied from Duke, and I cared, but not that much. So like, my love for Duke, it started like 2 years ago when I actually went to visit Duke. The campus was very beautiful, and I saw a lot of people of color like myself into the field of medicine, which was something that I wanted to get into. So I knew if I went to Duke, it would be a lot of opportunities. It would be a rigorous course education, which is something that I enjoy because it pushes me to be successful, pushes me to work hard, and to be surrounded by people who all share that same goal is something that I would love. And I even had an interview with a representative from Duke, which I thought went really well. So, you know, I most likely didn't get into Duke based off of my stats, because to get into Duke is very hard. It's very challenging. Like, most of the people that go to Duke have like a 1,300 or above. So it was a reach school for me, but I say you miss all the shots that you don't take. Now we're down to the last 3 colleges. So what we have left is the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. We have Spelman College, which is in Atlanta, and we have the University of Kentucky, which is in Lexington, Kentucky. So the battle between these 3 schools, I would say it wasn't too difficult, but it was a little difficult because I am a very indecisive individual. So just looking at all the qualities that these 3 schools have, challenging to say like, which one will be the best for me, which one will I thrive at. And it was so hard. It was so. The next school that I'll be eliminating from my top 3 college choices is the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. So the reason why I am eliminating this school is, although I was accepted to Illinois, I visited for one of their like orange and blue days, and I could not see myself fitting in. Although like, as far as my major is concerned, they have very good programs, a lot of opportunities, but I didn't vibe with the campus. Like, it made me feel out of place. It made me feel very uncomfortable. And so that is why I'm not attending U of I. And I didn't want to stay in Illinois, to be honest with you. Like, I want to go away. I want to have a whole new experience. And yeah. All right, now we're down to my last 2 schools. This was so much, guys. The battle between the University of Kentucky and Spelman College. 2 totally different types of institutions. We have a PWI and an HBCU, a really big campus, a much smaller campus, and it was so hard. It was so hard. So I will go into more detail about the school that I'm going to in a couple seconds. All right, so now is the moment that you guys have all been waiting for. The school that I will be attending in the fall of 2019 is the University of Kentucky. That's right, I will be attending the University of Kentucky in the fall, and I will be going to UK with a major in human health science on the pre-med track. And so I'm happy to say that I will be a part of the Big Blue Nation in Lexington, Kentucky, and I cannot wait to start my journey there. So the reason why I chose the University of Kentucky is because, like I said, I felt at home when I visited. It was the best school for me financially, academically, and after college. The first factor that contributed to UK was definitely the money. Another factor was like the education that I would receive. So the UK, it has a lot of money, which means there's a lot of resources there. And so I feel like that was something that I was getting at UK that I wasn't getting at a lot of the other schools that I applied to, because they have so much money, like they could just throw opportunities at you. You could just snatch them right on up, you know? And that's something that I'm glad to be a part of, and especially as a minority student, I already stand out from the rest of my peers. And another contributing factor was that I got into the honors college. I'm very grateful that I get to be a part of a lot of intelligent individuals, because now I'll have access to even more opportunities, and this will look great once I graduate from the University of Kentucky. Another contributing factor were their dorms. So I know myself, and I know that I don't want to be sleeping this close to someone with no air conditioning and no bathrooms. So that means community bathrooms, and that's just not something that I wanted for myself. I knew that I wanted to be in a comfortable space. So at the University of Kentucky, each room is like a suite style room. So me and my roommate, shout out to Bree, we have our own separate room. So it's a suite style. Like, she has her room, I have my room with like our own doors. We have a full size bed, we have a full closet. And then when you go out, we have like our own bathroom with a shower, a toilet. We have 2 sinks, a really big mirror. We also have like a kitchenette, and we have like a little high table with 2 chairs in there. So the room is very spacious. I'm gonna be very comfortable. I'm gonna be good at sleeping at night. We got those good Tempur-Pedic mattresses. So if you know that you're someone like me who likes to have their space, but who also is going to be who wants to be very comfortable, then I feel like definitely consider like the living spaces when you go there. And that's something that really jumped out to me. Like, I don't want to pay $54,000 to go to this school where they're not offering as much, where there's no air conditioning, and then pay less money at the University of Kentucky where they have everything that I need. Like, everything is so accessible. And that's just one thing that I really like at the University of Kentucky. It made me feel at home. I felt a part of a family. I felt a part of the Big Blue Nation. And I just cannot wait to begin my journey at UK. And so because I was accepted into the honors college, I actually went down there back in March. So I'll be making another separate video about Merit Weekend. And I got to sign up for classes, meet other students who were in my major. And it was a fun-filled weekend with a lot of things to do. So I'm just grateful for this opportunity to attend the University of Kentucky. This concludes my National Decision Day video. If you have any questions about the University of Kentucky, just comment below. So with that being said, I am so happy to be attending the University of Kentucky. Go Cats!